Hey guys, I've just watched episode 21 of Attack on Titan, season 3. It was interesting. I mean, this was the episode that finally got me confused like a fucking wow. This I cannot explain. This is like a magic stuff. So, yeah, but we're gonna look through the episode and try to understand at least something, even though I did that kinda in the episode itself. The links are in the description. Watch the reaction and go back here if you want to listen to the discussion. And the discussion starts right now. And let's start. So we see in the beginning that Attack Titan, Shingeki no Kyojin, and I've called it wrong like a few seconds ago. Shingeki no Kyojin, Mr. Shingeki no Kyojin man himself, kills everyone, and Grisha explains what's up with the ocean. Then we finally see for the first time the opening. And then they have this dialogue. I mean, there's quite a lot of words in this dialogue. It's not like I really want to go through the whole episode again, and I don't think I really need it. He explains that he went through a lot of shit, and like basically all he did was for this moment to happen, because he was pretending to be an evil Marleyan who was killing evil, not evil. He was pretending to be honorable Marleyan to kill evil Eldians and killing evil Eldians to so nobody can actually uh, see through his disguise. And it's interesting. So they have like blood tests or something. He said about like blood tests, so you can actually. I mean, it's quite nice science you have there, guys. Like for this time, being able to understand what's up with blood. I mean, how? Let me check this something real quick. How? What's about like blood groups or whatever they call? Man, when it was one sec. When it was discovered, is this even have information here about that? Man, the fuck? One sec. So it was in our like 19. It's like in the beginning of our century, but the beginning. I mean, yeah. I'm sorry for taking your time. It's pretty nice to have this ability in science with such technology advancements. All you need is a one doctor, yeah. And it's funny because Grisha is actually a doctor and he ends up being a spy. So, and then Grisha starts asking reasonable questions. Why haven't you saved us? Why haven't you acted earlier? And it's not like I understand what's up with that. I understand that he has not enough power. It seems like his nose is bleeding, so he's getting out of fuel already. But the fact that he didn't save Dinah, I kind of don't understand why. And allow that to happen to them. Yeah, and his so Grisha asks why, and his answers is what? The only reason for me is just because he don't have enough power, but he just ruined the whole ship. It wasn't just them. What wasn't just them? I've cut the fingers of the thousands. Ah, so he basically says like I've sacrificed not just these people but many more. But you don't answer why have you sacrificed these exact people though, and then turned them into titans here, huh? Even women and children. But I believe that it was all to help LDA. It is great, but why didn't you help Dinah then? We have very little time. He just didn't answer. He's like, oh yeah, I killed them, and you know I killed more than them. Cause I believed it's good. This is not an answer. Why wouldn't you? I mean, it's kind of the whole idea. I didn't even know. So they're telling us that royal members are they have this like I don't know how it's like pronounced of peace or whatever. So like as soon as you eat a royal titan, being a royal member yourself, you're getting all this crazy memory and you're switching like completely like will of a king starts doing the thing. So you're just getting like a slave to this will of a king, and you cannot do anything. I'm not sure. It's if is it like you cannot do you can do or you just don't want because you understand. This is very important because if you can't do like you're not gonna be able to do. If you understand something and doing not doing that, this depends on a subject, some person. Someone might say that yeah, with this knowledge I feel it's right, but the other one like man, even with this knowledge I'm not agree. So I suppose they just can't physically do like oppose this wheel. But then the answer, the question, the very good one. So we have this super duper power, and we don't want to fight, but they want to have our coordinate power back. Let's imagine Dinah somehow survived. She and Grisha ended up running together towards the walls. Poor Heath Shadis finds them and like, guys, how the hell are you like dirty man and dirty woman ended up outside the walls? Like that was a nice night you have, I suppose. So let's go. Carla marries me and we have like children. Then Grisha finds um, royal blood members, kills them all, gets this superpower, and gives it to Dinah. And Dinah instantly like, oh, I'm a queen of the walls now. All closed, all forget stuff, living as we were living. So it's like they want this power, but they cannot use it. To use it, they need a royal member. But every single royal member have this weird thing with them going on. They cannot command anything. They just obligated to do as king said. So yeah, you can have the power, but you cannot use it. To use it, you need a royal member, and the royal member gets instantly affected by the thing. At least that's how I see this. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you can actually even like you can actually change something. But what's up? Why these royal members can do this? Why and while this cannot? So I'm not sure how that works, and will it actually work if you're like gonna get this power and give it to Zeke as example? Will he instantly become like oh wow, I know stuff now, and I want to live inside the walls and live peacefully? So that's interesting. What was their plan to get this power and somehow use it? Because these guys they wanted to use this power actually to fight Marley. King wanted to live peacefully. That didn't end up good. But still, he wanted to live peacefully. But these guys, they want to have this power and to fight again. Every fucking people around the world should all die. And like, this is not good. This is not good. This is all like victim and who was the other part? Like you're a victim, and if someone doing stuff to you, like who's it? I mean, like a victim and aggressor. You're gonna switch stuff again, and this is like the whole history of like switching stuff. As my example was given in the previous discussion about fighting fire with fire, I can actually continue that. You know, if you're starting fighting fire with fire, you're adding more fire, and fire burns insanely big. It burns everything around you yourself because you're fighting with playing with the fire. It's bad, and in the end, it just burns all the oxygen, and it just disappears. And there's no fire, no people who started it, no people who were trying to fight with it. So there's nothing. In the end, aggression is like there's gonna be nothing. It's like Einstein. How you pronounce it in English? Einstein, as I call him. He said like I don't know how we're gonna be fighting the Third World War, but in the Fourth World War we're gonna be fighting with sticks and rocks. So it basically means that yeah, at some point people are getting such strong power, and their ambitions they're still gonna lead to like probably gonna lead to total destruction. I'm not the type of person who believes that the humanity is gonna be still present in like 10,000 years. I think we're gonna be erased. Maybe not 10,000 years, maybe more, but I believe that even less than 10,000 years are gonna be eradicated by ourselves or by our planet because we're shitting in it so hard it's not gonna handle like I mean, I'm not sure how long will I live. I hope at least I'm gonna live to the year 2050. It's gonna be nice. I'm gonna be 60 something years. But I'm sure this is gonna be like a crazy time. I changed climate. This is now climate's changing again. Like, you know, I live in a country that's known for the crazy cold and a lot of snow and stuff, you know, and bears running around with balalaikas. No, no bears are like ran away in some places that are colder now, because there's like it's January already, half of winter kinda, and there's no snow out there. It was the warmest winter ever. It is the warmest winter ever in like forever. And this year, previous year in Europe, like people were melting from heat. There was never such huge heat. So stuff happening, and if not, we're killing ourselves just even without fighting each other. We're killing ourselves just by living here. We just by nature are this type of creature that shits wherever it lives and really likes to shit like on others. So yeah, I'm getting away with this discussion. I've ever even forgotten about what was I saying. Sorry, guys. Event of the day, the day. So I don't understand why exactly Aaron Kruger wanted like this exact situation to happen. But then again, there was the weirdest thing ever about man. I have to start from there. Let me start from there. Let me start from the ending. About Aaron and Mikasa, Armin and Mikasa. So he makes the liquid start a family. When you get inside the walls, you should start a family. So, guys, I decided to cut this part that was before, and the reason is I actually went to rewatch this little part, but then I decided to search for info in this episode and this, and it takes a lot of time. So I decided to like cut the video and like re-edit it the way so I can actually check facts, think about it a little bit, not a little bit, a lot actually, and then try to explain what have I got after that. Because the first phrase Aaron Kruger says is like crazy. I'm gonna try my best to explain. It's not like my theory or something, and it's not like I'm saying this is what it is, but it's something that might explain a lot. So hear me out. Start a family, says Aaron Kruger. When you get inside the walls, you should start a family. So he's kind of saying stuff what Grisha have to do. Not necessarily. Someone down the line would be watching this. Someone, whether it's a wife, a child, like love someone inside the walls. So like saying him, like, do that. You have to do these exact things. And then he says, if you can do that, history will only repeat itself. So he actually says that with the intention that he knows a lot. We're gonna get that. The same mistakes will be made over and over. And the crazy part, if you want to save Mikasa, Armin and everyone else, you must complete your mission. So, this man, Aaron Kruger, has memories of people, about people that are going to be born in the future. Memories. Not like he sees the future. He has memories of those. This is very important, and it's not like their memories, it's memories about them. And it's knowledge about stuff that's going to happen with them and everyone else. You must complete your mission. This is crazy, and after that I decided to check a lot. And Grisha is like, Mikasa Armin, who are they? And he stands there like doesn't understand. I don't know. Whose memories are they from? So he has memories inside of him that have knowledge about Mikasa, Armin, and everyone else, and what's about to happen. This is like so ridiculously crazy. So I really had to check a lot of stuff. So first of all, this exact phrase he's speaking about Mikasa and Armin, it's basically the same words that Grisha was saying to Aaron when he was injecting him. Like, if you want to save Mikasa and Armin and everyone else, you have to master this power or something like this. I've gone, like, checked a lot of episodes, man. A lot of episodes, a lot of stuff. Like, 30 minutes passed. Around 30 minutes since, like, I've stopped the video. And I had, like, 5 minutes before that of, like, being crazy. So, how is that possible? I'm gonna tell you, man, how is that possible? I mean, at least in my vision. So we know that there is a connection between all the people of Ymir, right? They have this connection, all their memories, their powers, they're like sharing it in a way, and it all connects at the coordinate. You know, who have the coordinate now? Like Aaron, right? He cannot use it, but he have it. Who had the coordinate before? Frida. Who had the coordinate before? Uri. Who had the coordinate before? Guys. Who was the first coordinate ever? Who is not just coordinate? Who was everything? At some point, it's like galaxy, you know, like Big Bang, and now there's stars and stupid humans running around. But before that, it was like a tiniest place with the hottest temperature ever. I mean, at least we think so. It's all started at some point, and whole our Eldian Ymir connection thing. It's all started with Ymir, and we know that there is ability to look through the past. So you kind of can have like this connection of you currently living with old as Ymir herself. You basically can have this connection. So what's if these memories of current events from all the Eldians, from all around the world, wherever we're living, are getting through the time and space and shit right to Ymir, the original Ymir? Because remember, that first episode, it was called, man, I already forgot. To you, 2000 years ago, or from now? What was called? Man, I already forgot. What the fuck? I'm so stupid. One sec. I mean, it meant to you, 2000 years, kind of in the future. I just don't know English too much. To you, 2000 years from now, right? To you in 2000 years. Yeah, 2000, if to you 2000 years from now. So it means that at the very first episode there was a hint of a connection of us living now to the like 2000 years before. And this was a message from from this oldest time to our real time. It was some kind of a message. I'm not sure if it was connected to Aaron. It's no, I don't think so. It may be in message to everyone, but I believe there's kind of like few plot holes in my theory as well. But Ymir could have got this information that in 2000 years we're gonna be in a grave danger, and these exact events are gonna bring this whole situation to our end. And I was speculating about some possibilities of time travel, but not like physical time travel, but like memory time travel. This is also quite interesting. And so she knows that this is gonna happen. And maybe she cannot send memories like directly in the future. But they were speaking about this Titan who are fighting for freedom. Always were pushing forward, always was fighting for freedom. And this brings me the idea that this Titan might be actually the instrument of Ymir, the original Ymir. You know? Because Aaron Kruger, has knowledge about stuff. It's he, not anyone else. He, the one who has this Attack Titan. Maybe in Attack Titan, every single bearer of this Attack Titan had this information to get to the point where it needed. Like she gets this information. It's like time travel stuff is complicated, right? If some event happens in the future, it is set in stone. Like it is set in stone that there's gonna be like past for it, like complete past. But if you're getting this information about this event here, and you kind of give this information to a specialized titan who like 13 years 13 years 13 years give this information later, it kind of can like a envelope of some sort. It can give this important information on what should you do in the future to kind of deal with the situation. So I think that inside this Attack Titan, there's actually a wheel of Ymir, her. Maybe it's not even nice. Maybe she was evil, bitch. and she tries to eradicate all the world. Maybe she tries to help us or something, but it feels like how else can you explain this memory shenanigans and the fact that they're telling there's a connection between everyone. I see this way. And we know that Aaron's Titan, I mean, it's not like we know, but I've noticed quite a few times in the first season that Aaron's Titan looked like it has a mind of his own in a way. He, during episode 25, when he was fighting with Annie, he said, like, I'm gonna destroy all the fucking world. I am free. It felt like that inner Titan self was almost at the point where he should, like, do something, like, make his role or something. I don't know if Aaron is the end point of this journey or maybe someone else, we don't know. But this is very ridiculously amazing thing. And yeah, I took a lot of time to kind of process that, and I suppose I haven't skipped any important parts. But just how can you explain the fact that the guy knows, have memories of stuff that has kind of not happened yet? Only by time travel, like stuff happened there, was sent like in the past, and kind of lived to this point again, and gave this information throughout this Super Titan thing. Because what power can he have? I feel like he has a power of will of Ymir or something like this. Power attack Titan, fighting for freedom. It's a great way to describe some creature that's main idea was to bring like saving plan to the humanity or something like this. I mean, this how I see it, but I took a lot of time to think about that. So it's just I don't know. So even he don't know. It looks like for him it's not the whole it's like he knows that there's some information. He got his part of this information, but he have to give this power to the next one. So he maybe can see more, and maybe like Grisha saw more, and in the end he gives it to Aaron, and Aaron can see more, you know. Because this time travel stuff, you can create like whatever you want if you want. And this was very unexpected, to be honest, for Attack on Titan to have like this type of ending. So I have even forgotten why have I switched to the ending part. Maybe because I have to analyze the other parts. Why haven't he? So and like yeah, let's get back. So the way he says this dialogue is like he was um, deliberately doing that because he was told by this information, that was sent to him. That you have to find this Grisha guy, you have to look for him, you have to find the time when he gets the most desperate, and then you have to give him this power, you have to tell him these exact words so he can move on. It's like set in stone kind of thing. And Aaron Kruger was actually saying that in a way that he knows stuff. That this is that, and yada yada. I mean, he also had the. I wonder where he got this power from. Whom was it? It should have been some of the aliens that live outside of the walls. By playing my role with such dedication, so he, like, every single these titans holder plays his role into moving this information to the next one. It's kind of like a time travel thing, and it's kind of set in stone now. If we know about the future that's gonna happen, then that means the past already happened. But in other time travel sci-fi fantasies, it might work differently, you know. Might work like you're gonna change stuff right away, or you're not gonna be able to change stuff. But this is not exactly time travel. It's a bit different because you're getting this information about bad event, you know, and moving with this information to this bad event. Not changing other stuff, just moving to this information with one exact like creature to at some point, you know, give this important information and deal with this event in a way that seems to be like the best. And I can clearly see that connection with Ymir may be a real thing, you know. Since she was like a god creature, she had every single power in her. She was the original alien, you know, the original gene holder. And after like giving birth to her children, I suppose, like we all children of Ymir. She's our mummer. She's our mother, and we're all connected to her with like within this space-time thing, because they are deliberately telling us this, like, you know what, in this world this is a thing, like a time space-time connection and a mind connection, you know, this is a thing here. So I'm looking at it through a prism of this being possible, and this is like the only explanation, the real one, the nice one. I honestly believe it's a nice one because it explains, and I really wonder if it actually is true. But maybe we just stuck watching the whole world from behind. So that's why he didn't save Dinah, because that should have been done. So Grisha can make family again, to burn, to for them to for Aaron to be born. Exactly, Aaron. You know, it's all like set in stone, but not. It's like set in stone, but it's super hard to explain. Man, time travel stuff is amazing, but it can break your head. And it's not like you can completely and totally say that this is possible, this is impossible. Because, I mean, currently in the science knowledge, we know that time travel in the future is possible, but there's no time travel in the past. It is currently seems to be not real. Because just imagine yourself, if it was possible, if it will become possible in 1 million years of human race living and developing, if it's ever gonna happen, then we would probably already say someone. Because we're living at, like, if it's at some point it's gonna happen, like, why we're not seeing that? But time traveling in the future is actually possible. That's physics. That's easy. But it's not fun. And you have to be like near a very, very huge sources, like a massive black holes for that. I mean, you can fly around Earth for a few years and like be a bit younger than us, but it's not like a very big time travel. Even like flying on a plane, you're actually time traveling a bit. Just if you don't know about that, read about the topic. It's quite interesting. So yeah, and Aaron Kruger says that he, and the crazy part, by the way, I already forgot about that. So every Titan uh, holder have like this curse of Ymir, and he have to die in 13 years, and he have to pass his power, and if he's not passing his power, this power is given to some random child. Is this like super random, or maybe it's not like random? Sounds weird to be honest, but this is the thing. I don't know why it's like 13 years. How does it work? But I know that Aaron has lived like a lot from this time already. 5 years already. More than 5 years has passed. Armin is 13 years more, and so I suppose Reiner and Bertolt they all were on clock in a way, but not like super on clock, because they kind of like Aaron, maybe a bit less, yeah, a bit less, maybe a year, not less, more. He has less than them years during being a Titan, and of course, Ymir herself died 13 years after she acquired her powers. Is this true though? This is the information that's given from Kruger, which might be actually knowing a lot, but it's not like he knows everything. But that seems like true, right? Because a king, race, family were given this power, and warriors are given this power, and Grisha have to give this power, and Aaron Kruger gave it. Mikasa's not happy about that. She's in a denial, and I can understand the girl. But I mean, man, Mikasa, if something happens with Eren, I'm always here for you. Just who exactly was founder Ymir then? The Marleyan government claims that she was the servant of a demon, but we say like she was like the Eldian Empire. She was a miracle worker sent from the gods. So there's even something bigger than Ymir in our belief, right? So there's like gods, Titan gods, Greekish stuff, worker. We saw pictures of Ymir doing, I mean, not Ymir, but ancient pictures of Titan doing good stuff. And some merely think of her as a young lady who made contact with the source of all organic life. But what is this? A potato? Maybe Sasha did this as well in episode 3. What's the source of all organic life, and what's up with being Titan with after touching that source? There is no absolute truth in this world. So yeah, that's I can understand. No truth, and everyone sees it differently. And what's the real thing? We just don't know. And then he speaks about Dinah not being saved, and I already told that in the episode itself. I think it's bullshit. He could have saved them both, and they could have run with the power of Titan, and then take the power and like at least have someone who can use that. But it's not like it's gonna work in the end. And I just strongly believe now that this guy he was just intent, and like he's just doing that because it needs to be done. He played his role. Then Grisha played his role. Now Aaron plays his role. Like actually they got the power now and it's inside Aaron. It's like looks like all goes according to plan. And he speaks Grisha into it. Like you have no balls. Like look at this photo. You have to do that. Like your sister died because of that. You started that. You have to do that. It's like kind of brainwashing in a way. And then yeah, Hanji appears, and then Eren drops Shingeki no Kyojin. So his Titan is Shingeki no Kyojin, and I suppose this I mean, it's called Attack on Titan, right? And I suppose you can say that Shingeki no Kyojin means this, and that. So kinda, it's not like they translated it in the wrong way, but it's just, I suppose for Japanese people, it's even greater than for us. That they will fold even with their own language. For us, it's like okay, it was nice. And Aaron was. It's interesting that Aaron was speaking this all from the perspective of the guy, of other Aaron. So it's like he was speaking and then it switches to Aaron. So he was actually seeing the memories, the exact. He was kind of living this event. I wonder if he got the idea about like what the fuck with Armin and Mikasa memories. It's like super weird to me. Then we see the um, letter from Ymir, and I still. Oh, and by the way, the interesting stuff. So Krista, Historia touched this letter, and electricity happened again. Is this his thing now? Because what? Because there were like particles of Ymir or something? Why is this happened? Is the I don't know what's up with this. And she kind of saw Ymir's fate, her being consumed. So it's again the connection between Eldians. But then again, I kind of don't understand Ymir's action. I mean, I understand her that she was given. She like thanked Reiner in a way because they gave her this opportunity. But I mean, if you really wanted Historia to be like alive and happy, you could have just run with us, fight with us. It's not like by giving your power back to the enemy, you're doing better for Historia. So I kind of can understand her, but I still think this is not the right choice. I'm sure like there will be someone in the comments that's gonna say like, "Oh, you stupid," because Ymir's this, Ymir's that. Maybe, but for me, it's not. I think it was better if she stayed here, even though if she felt that it's not right or not wrong or right. But I mean, it's war, man. There's no right or wrong in a war. You fight, you kill, or you're getting killed. And that was interesting, by the way. Yeah. So Ymir, I see this picture again when she transformed back from a stupid titan to a human. She was sitting in this desert-like place, kind of like symbolic place, and she was seeing this kind of connections, right? This is also interesting. I'm not sure if this is a real place, but like I can understand now. Then she saw this, the connection and stuff. It's not like just beautiful stars. There was like actually like these connections. They coordinate. And Historia saw that Ymir is now probably there's no Ymir. And the guys arrived, Heka, they say, like my queen or something like this. Then they have this meeting when where Hanji tells about basically the whole story about the books, about Armin being a colossal titan now, about Erwin and 200 soldiers are almost dying there, and we only have like 9 people. All of them are children. I mean, Hanji and Levi are not children. Um, and they're thinking, they're giving this information about the whole world as the enemy now. And yeah, this is not nice. This is all not nice. And then Aaron thinks about that and realizes, duh, that Dinah was a royal member, and he, by touching her, he activated the super duper power. But then again, he said that not just punching. It's not like you can punch Historia, push Historia in the face and it works. No, he said that punching a Titan. I'm not sure if he's sure about that. Maybe he like grabbed Historia by her ass at some point and then like tried to command, but it doesn't worked. He only got hit in the balls. Uh, so maybe he knows better, but so you actually need a Titan with royal blood, and we only have one royal blood member. This is Historia, and even if we wanted, we have no way to make her a Titan, cause no syringe stuff. And then again, Kruger explains about this pact of what of war thingy. Pact with the I have made a pact to renounce war. I've made a pact with the founding titan to renounce war. hmm The king of the world left that message to the king of the continent before he shut the gates. King of the walls to the king of the continent. Uh, he means king, Eldian king of the continent. Can this even be? I mean, we know that there were some royal members outside. Shut the gates, yeah. And yeah, they say that he threatened world with those titans inside the wall. But it wasn't like a real threat. A real threat. It was more like kinda just can we please leave now? We have these biggest titans. Do you really want that? Just okay, okay. No, it's like having a gun, but no will to use it. It's just you have it, like you hint it. You know, I might have something. He just tried. It was not a threat. It was a message to all world. You know, guys, we want to live peaceful now. Please don't touch us. But if you're gonna touch us, we have this biggest thing now. It's like now in the real world, like no one's dropping atomic bombs on each other, but if something really bad happens, they might fly. But mostly only if you're gonna attack this nation, because they're like for protective purpose. No one wanna drop those because the world is gonna be destroyed. And the same with the Titans. No one wants to disturb them because there's them, because it's gonna destroy the world. But for fucking some reason, Marlian decided that it is the best idea in the world to send fucking children, 10 years old children, do super mission. It could have ended really bad, man. It could have ended so bad. But maybe I'm kind of missing it. Maybe King can't actually use these titans inside the walls. Maybe I'm stupid. So he said that we have them, we can use them, but he actually by because of his king nature, king's like memory stuff, he cannot actually use them. He can only erase memories. That might be the case, and they decided that we cannot actually use the titans. But then why afraid us if you know that we cannot use those titans at this state? So it's all kind of weird, and I kind of understand the way that Kruger said that about like ignorant people inside the walls and King being he pretended that his tiny land is a paradise, but it's not. But I mean, it's like paradise is not like the worst place ever. It was kind of nice until people started killing us. So yeah, Aaron realizes the connection between royal member, but he didn't say that. And then, yeah, to save Mikasa and Armin, yada yada yada. And the episode ends. My god, was not the biggest discussion ever, but believe me, I spent like much more time on it than you saw it. So this is a crazy episode, a crazy hint. Um, I wonder where this is going, because there's like a new opportunity opened. This is nice in Attack on Titan. There's like always new opportunities here and there, and this is an interesting one because time travel. I love time travel stuff, especially if it's done good. And this seems like it's done in a very inconvenient way. This is interesting. So we're gonna see that. I mean, it's not like confirmed time travel, but how else can you explain it? I'm sure all of you. I mean, not maybe not all, but a lot of you also have like similar ideas. Like how the hell the man can know something from the future and call it a memory, and he don't even know which memory is this, which memories are those. So it's Ymir sending this old information. It's like a processor sitting there, like, oh, this is bad. We have to change, like a uh, Skynet of some sort, you know. But just she's sending Terminators not in the past but in the future, you know, in the way of Attack Titan. So this is interesting, and I wonder what's more awaits me in the last episode, man. I don't think there's gonna be a lot. I suppose the most interesting stuff is gonna be hidden in season 4, but I'll have to wait. Anyways, guys, thanks a lot. I spent a lot of time. I mean, I sat here to record the video. It was like 9 o'clock. Now it's like 12 almost. So it's almost 3 hours of doing stuff for you, and I have to edit it and upload it. And yeah, thanks. See you. Have fun. Bye bye.